to today's episode. Today we've got something a little bit different for you. It's been given to us on behalf of Prepping Shop UK Limited. They do absolutely everything to do with camping and prepping for what you might call the end of the world. We've been in touch with them, we've told them what our plan is, my plan. I've been given a challenge from Exploring with Ems. They've been kind enough to send us 2 boxes. I've got absolutely no idea what's in there. So they've been here for about 3 weeks now, and I'm still itching to see what's inside there. This one is really heavy, this one is really light. So yeah, let's see what we've got. A little bit more on the challenge. The challenge is I'm going to be dropped in a random location. I absolutely know nothing about it, so I'm a little bit dubious about it, but let's see what goes. I have got experience with doing it before. I was part of cadets when I was younger, but that is it, and that's 10 years ago, so this is going to be a brand new experience for me. So let's get down to it and let's see what we've got. First of all, I need my knife to open these boxes, and let's see what we've got in. Let's start with the light one, shall we? There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, I think I know what this one is. Oh, happy days. Got a nice big sleeping bag. Oh, it's a nice North Face one. It looks like a 4-season sleeping bag. If you know about your sleeping bags, you'll know what a 4-season is. Obviously, they come in 4 different varieties. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 season. It's self-explanatory. 2 seasons warm, 1 season's definitely warm. Obviously warm weather, sorry, not warm in this. 4 season is basically for freezing cold weather, and 1 season is for summer weather. That's it for that box. Obviously they couldn't fit it in this one because it's that big, so I don't blame you. Let's have a look at what we've got in this one. To start off with, we've got a nice rucksack to keep all my gear in. It's a Jaguar Super Cool. It's a 70 to 95 litre, so basically you should be able to live out at least 3 days with the amount of kit you should be able to get in here. Now it's a super cool system, so that basically means that when you're carrying it around, that your back's not going to get as sweaty as it would do, so you don't get as hydrated. Now there should be a hydration pack in the back of here, so you can put, there is, but you should be able to put a hydration pack in the back of here so you have your pipe coming out, and you feed it up to here so that when you're walking around the hills or whatever you're doing, easy, get some water, happy days. Put that there. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we've got some mess tins. Now, I've not used these for years. Last time I used these was about 10 years ago. But they're easy to use. Stick them on top of the fire with some water in or your food. Easy, done. I think these are actually still what the British Army use. I could be wrong, they might not be, but I know that that's what they used to use. We've got, modelling. It's a sheet, a dry sheet for keeping your bum clean, or dry should I say. Or you could use it as a roof to keep a shelter. But it doesn't like we need to use it as a shelter roof because it looks like we've got something else that's going to come in even more handy. Now I've not seen one of these I've seen them, but I've not actually used one for years. This is a poncho, and the idea is you put your head up here. Looks like it's been tied up for storage. But the idea is you put your head through the top of here and it keeps it all, your bottom half nice and dry. The other application for it is that you can hide this up with a bit of string around the top, hide it up high, so that it creates a roof coming down. You spread these bits outwards with the little toggle, these bits on the side here. You put your string through there and you tie it onto the various locations of trees or pegs or whatever you've got to hand to basically make your shelter. So yeah, thank you for that prepping shop, much appreciated. That's definitely going to come in handy. Got a water bottle. Now this is definitely a British Army standard issue. I don't know if they still use these, but you should be able to get at least a litre. I think it is a litre of water in here, maybe a litre and a half. Been cleaned out, smells lovely, that's nice. Remember, this is a mystery box, so some of the stuff is brand new and some of the stuff is possibly used. I'll be honest, some of this stuff looks like it's seen better days, but they have took care of it, they cleaned it all out, disinfected it, and yeah, that's the way it goes unfortunately with these mystery boxes, but thank you anyway. We have a combat military products. It comes in a little tin like this, and I think I already know what this is, but it's a fire lighting kit. We have 2 hexi blocks for lighting your fire. We have a striker and flint, and we have a bit of cotton wool for easy lighting. Happy days. Remember, I can only use the items that are in this box, so if it's not in this box, I can't use it. So I can't use a lighter, can't use matches, I have to light it with this. Next up, got some paracord. Now that's going to come in handy for the poncho. We're going to use the poncho and the rope, paracord sorry, and we'll use this to tie off the ends so that it's going to spread out nice and even, and any rain that comes off, happy days. How long is this? We've got 15 metres to play with, so that's plenty. And it comes on a nice easy to use spool, so unravel it, and if you don't need to cut it, you can always spool it back up again. The other application for using this in an emergency situation would possibly be shoelaces, or you could possibly use it as a fishing rod. Let me try that again. You know what I mean? Yeah. We also have a nice knife, which is unusual because they don't always send these in the mystery boxes because of obviously health and safety. But it's a nice one, nice, and this is a can't pronounce it. That's what it is. There we go. It looks like a 3-inch blade, which is the legal limit, and it comes in a nice, easy to use sheath. Happy days. Goes on your clip. So there we go. Got a nice mallet. Now, up to now, I've not seen any tent pegs, so I don't know whether I'll be using this, but it may come in handy if I get attacked by anybody, which I don't think I will, to be honest with you, but yeah. Don't quite know what I'm going to use that for yet, because you can't break rocks with it. We'll wait and see with that one. We've got a little saw for cutting branches so I can make some firewood. If I can get it open. Now this is like throat cut wire. It's steel wire. And the idea is that you pull it open, do it like that, like a little saw, and that should last you for, well, at least a couple of years if you use it correctly. The idea is that you use it for small dry twigs. Never really cuts moist twigs or wet twigs because they won't burn properly and it will take forever to burn or even to light. We have a ground sheet. Now that's going to come in handy, keeping me warm. Now, like you've already seen, we've got a sleeping bag, but I could use that on top of the waterproof sheet, so at least I've got a little bit more warmth. We also have a Sawyer mini water filtration system. It's basically a life straw. The idea of it is that you have a little bag in here, you fill it up from a river or a lake, any water source that you have to hand, hand. You screw this onto the top. There we go. And obviously that's full of water, and the idea is that this filters out any bacteria, pesticides, anything that's in the water. I believe it filters out 99.99% of any waterborne bacteria. Now, I've got a funny feeling that I'm going to be using this for something. I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to ruin the surprise for you, but like I say, this is a two-part video, and everything in this box is going to be used, so I'll leave that one down to your imagination. Now, as you can see, we've got a lot of food in here. We've also got this as well. I'll get to the food in a minute, we'll leave that till last. Now, this is a dry bag. Now, this has got two applications to it. You can use it as a flotation device. You can fill it with air if you want to get across a water area like a lake or a river and you need to get from one side to the other, or if you're in a boat and you capsize, that sort of thing. Or the alternative is that you can stick all of this kit in this bag, fold it all over, clip the bits up, and it will keep it all nice and dry. I actually already have two smaller versions of these which I use for my camera kit that I use when I'm out filming. But a nice big one that looks like a body bag might come in handy. We have a light. Can't go wrong with a light. You definitely see what you're doing at night time. I've got a funny feeling that mine it needs batteries. Now, you tell me if I'm allowed to use that if I haven't got batteries, or am I allowed to use it if I get some batteries? It's down to you. You tell me whether I'm allowed to use this or not. We've got a nice plastic cup. Obviously you don't want to be cooking with this one because it'll melt, but we've got some tea to play with, which is nice. It'd been nice to give me at least a drink that I can have. There are two rules that I'm allowed. Water wise, I will be given a fresh water bottle and another water bottle which will be used for the dry food only. Any other water source I have to either find, or I have to, well, like I say, I'll leave that down to your imagination. Again, we've got a metal one, so you can use this one for cooking in, and they've been kind enough to give us some Fire Dragon gel. We've got a little hexi burner. Last time I used one of these, again, it was about 10 years ago. But those hexi blocks that you saw in the metal tin, stick them in there, put a bit of wood on top, dry wood, and you stick your mess tins on top, and away you go. I would say roughly about 5-10 minutes to cook, maybe. It depends on what you're cooking. Water normally takes about 10 minutes because it's liquid. Your food will normally take about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much food you're cooking. Right, let's get down to the food because there's absolutely quite a lot of food here. We'll start with these because they're easy to grab. What we got? Looks like they've got some flapjacks. Fruit and oat bar, fruit and oat, fruit and oat, fruit and oat. These tropical fruit and nut mix. So at least I've got something to keep me going during the day or night. Obviously we all know what fruit and nut mix is. Okay, we have 5 of these, which are maple syrup buns. Okay. Now I'm not a big fan of maple syrup buns. I'll be honest, if there's any of this stuff that you fancy and you want to have it, let me know on my Facebook page and I will send it out to you. All I ask is that you pay for the delivery charge, that's it. But if you want it, let me know and I will sort that out for you. Especially the food. The other stuff I'll use in future projects, but the food stuff, if you want to buy it off me, by all means. So I ain't going to use all this, not a chance. Cookies and cream flavoured cereal bars. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have a non-food items. Now this is, I've only got one of these, so I'm going to have to be careful with this. It contains a knife, fork and spoon, matches, scouring pad for cleaning pots and pans, tissues, sterilising tablet, which we don't think we'll need because we've got the live straw. We've got wet wipes for cleaning up afterwards, especially your hands when it gets sticky. We've got a heating stove, which I'm intrigued to see, which we'll save that for the next video. And we've got some fuel tablets as well, which I don't think I'll need, but if we need to use them, they're in there. Now let's have a look at what wet food we've got. Now the reason we call this wet food is because, well, basically it's MRE. It's what the British Army use, or what any army use basically all over the world. It's ready to eat. It's meals ready to eat, MRE. Simple, yeah? Everything in here is basically got, you normally have meat, vegetables and a nice sauce. This one is steak, vegetables and dumplings. The idea is that you squeeze it all nice and down so it's all in one bit. Now the way I've cooked these before is I've had hot water, I place this in the hot water, let it cook and do it that way. But some people like to open the contents and cook it open. For me personally, I like to use the water bit, because then afterwards you can use the water for making a brew to go with this, which is usually a good idea, especially on a cold night. We have pasta. Pasta's always a good idea, so we've got pasta, beef and tomato sauce. We have chicken and pasta. I'll quickly go through these because I know you're getting bored, but it is steak, vegetables and dumplings. We have chicken and pasta, pasta and beef and tomato, another steak and dumplings, chicken and vegetable curry, chicken curry and rice, that's nice, with something different. Another chicken curry and rice, no, sorry, that wasn't chicken. Oh, that's vegetable. No, don't like vegetables. And a chicken, vegetable, curry and rice. So that's a bit of both, so that's good. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Like I say, this is a two-part video. Now, the idea of this is, like I said before, I'm going to be taken to a random location. I know absolutely nothing about it. It's a surprise to me, as it will be to you. Like I've said before, literally all these items that you see will be the only items that I'm allowed. Other than that, I will obviously be allowed clothes to wear. That wouldn't be a good idea not to wear any clothes. Just remember that it's health and safety. You've always got to be careful when you're out and about. Always look after yourself if you do want to go out and do a bit of camping in cold weather. So yeah, look after yourselves. Make sure you're always hydrated. Make sure you've always got food with you. Make sure you've always got shelter with you. And always make sure that you've got some sort of a fire to keep warm just in case. It's always a good idea. So anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope that you like it so much that you come and watch the next video, which will possibly be... it might be about 2 or 3 videos to go yet, because we've got a couple of other videos in between. There's going to be a little bit where we're not doing adventure seeking like we have been doing, but we are still doing the abandoned places, and we very much love doing that, but we are sort of trying to diversify a little bit within our channels. So if that's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for any notifications that come up. And basically that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. All the best, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.